Welcome to the Boys and Ivy Chicago Cubs podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Boys and Ivy. I'm your host, Jason Mead, alongside my partner in crime, Parker Park Chop Mead. How you doing today, pal?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, it could be a little bit better. We don't have a podcast studio yet, so I'm stuffed back here in the garage waiting on this snowstorm we're about to get here in Northeast Indiana. And look at Parker over there, nice and warm.
Yeah, it's really nice in here.
Yeah, here I am freezing out here. But hey, we're bringing you another podcast, and we're super stoked and excited because why, Parker? It is.
Because Cub spring training has officially started.
Yeah,
Finally.
we're super excited to get that thing going. Cubs got their first game next week sometime, and we've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter and stuff like that with what's going on out there at the spring training facility. We've been watching Kyle's videos from the setup man, and he's been putting on some pretty good stuff. The guy's looking good.
Yeah, I watch him sometimes. Like, he posts about every day, and I'm just scrolling through and I see some of his stuff. He's just like, it'll be like, Owen Cassie hit, and then he'll just say, like, it's a line drive or something. And Owen Cassie can hit.
Yeah, I've seen a video of Seiya Suzuki hitting some baseballs, and man,
Off a
the
sh-
sound of
I
it, the
think he,
sound of it, crack,
I think he
crack.
hit. I saw a video of him hitting off a Shota one time. I think it was this year. I'm pretty sure. I just saw a video from spring training, so I'm assuming it was this year.
Yeah, if you've never been down to spring training, you get a chance to go. You got to check it out. The facility is amazing down there. Sloan Park is awesome. What I really liked about it was the backfields because you could basically go back there and you watch a lot of the minor leaguers. How'd you enjoy that last year, Park?
Yeah, that was fun because really just get a good chance to take a glance at the young guys and see how they're hitting and doing. And actually, James Sharatos gave me his gloves, so me and my sister each got one of his gloves, and that's just like an easy spot to get autographs too.
Yeah, it's basically like going to a game out here at the complex. I mean, you're almost sitting in the dugout with those guys.
Yeah, I'm like sitting there right next to him. I could probably talk to him if I wanted to.
But yeah, if you get a chance to go out there, it's definitely a special place. Plus, it's really easy to meet some of the players. Definitely get a lot of autographs, and Parker got hooked up last year pretty good, didn't you?
Yeah, so me and my sister Lexi were out by the minor league fields, and this guy had like a bucket of balls. He said, however many you can catch is how much you get." And but combined, me and Lexi got like 10, 12 balls. So we just took all those home. Then probably we went to some Cubs games and got autographs, and yeah,
And
really
it,
fun
def-
time down there though.
it definitely would be better to be down there and get ready for this snowstorm. I hate winter. The best time of winter is when, Parker?
When it's over.
When it's over. Get ready for spring training, some Cubs baseball. You've been playing a lot of MLB the show. You're ready for that game to come out too, aren't you?
Yes, I'm very excited for that game to come out because we're gonna have all the new updates. We'll have Kyle Tucker, some other pitchers, Tyler Boyd, and
You've been playing a little bit with Matt Shaw in there, right? How's he doing?
batting like 286 with him, 6 dongs. He's pretty good. It's not bad.
So yeah, getting ready for that to come out. But Parker's still licking his wounds from Sunday's beatdown of the Chiefs. Are you okay, bub? Got their
Yeah,
heads
and
busted. They got their heads busted.
there's only one thing I can say about the Eagles is that they're good.
They're pretty good.
They're dominant.
But anyway, the Cubs news was a Tuesday. Javi Assad has been diagnosed with a oblique strain. So who are going to be the candidates for that fifth spot in the pitching rotation? Cubs picked up Colin Ray from the who are they, Park?
The Brewers.
The Booers. We call them the Booers. We don't even say their name. But yeah, we picked him up 12-6 with a 4.29 ERA. Do you think he gets that spot?
I mean, it's a very well possibility, but you also got to look at guys like Ben Brown. He's he's got the death ball. he's been striking. He has been killing those batters with that pitch. It's just a great. It's I've seen some videos. It's just
Yeah, and I know. I
what do you
mean, Colin Ray picking up Colin Ray. I think he'll be a good spot starter for us. He might get that. He might earn that spot too. I mean, he didn't. I mean, he did win
pitch a lot
12
of
games
games though.
last year.
That's a lot of games. 18 games, 12-6. That's pretty good. One
But
half
this
of the season.
show, this show is that Ben Brown must be that fifth starter. I think, like you said, the death ball. I think he's got 3 pitches. He went out last year with a neck injury there late in the year. I think, if we'd have seen him a little bit more, we could have got a little bit better gauge on him. But I'm really excited for him. I really think that he's going to do a good job. I think he can step right into that role, and I think he's going to be able to pitch pretty well for us and give us that fifth starter there.
Yeah.
This is the other guy that you talked about that you liked was Jordan Wicks.
Jordan Wicks is a great player, obviously. He just got to stay healthy, though. Last year he got hurt. But he did go 2-4, which is also a problem. But he's young too. Just like Ben Brown, he might not have the best this year, but like Jordan Wicks, as he starts to get into it, I think he'll be a better player because when I would watch him play sometimes, he would have either a good outing or a bad outing. And when he had good outings, his pitches were right on point and they were pretty good.
And if he can make that jump to that fifth starter because he is, but that gives us an extra lefty. I like Ben Brown in that spot, just being another righty. But Jordan Wicks, I think he lost like 20 pounds and he's in good shape and I think he's ready to go. So hopefully he can stay healthy. I don't know if he's going to start out in AAA. I don't know if he's going to start out in the big. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I love our pitching staff. I mean, I think we've really done a good job at picking up some guys, and our bullpen is stacked. Picking up Presley, Hodge. Those two are in the 8th and 9th. You shuffle those two around. You had Miller, Little, Pearson, Palencia. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with that bullpen? How do you like how we're looking on the mound?
I'm liking it. I love it right now. It's one thing that's crazy in MLB The Show, as we were talking about that earlier. You know what's crazy is that they treat Luke Little bad. They gave him in the simulation because I don't play the minor league games. I just play the big leagues. They gave him an 8.68 ERA and set him down to single A. Like he's a good
So
pitcher.
MLB The Show is not showing Luke Little no love, huh?
Doing him dirty. But yeah,
Doing him dirty.
Presley, that heater is nice. He's got a lot of miles per hour on that ball. And then Porter Haas, like at the end of the year, he was just money. He's our top guy. Pitched in that combined no hitter, and then obviously Tyson Miller. Well, I guess we'll see how he does, but I think he's gonna do pretty good too. How do you think Tyson's gonna do?
I think he's going to be good. He, mid-level 2s on his ERA. I thought he was pretty dependable last year, but I love, like I said, I love the pitching staff. But did we get enough offense? So Craig Counsell came out yesterday and said we are not done making moves. So does that bring us to the Alex Bregman update? I think he is in the friend zone. What do you think? You know what the friend zone is?
Yeah, isn't it like you're saying like with a girl or something?
Well, this is a father-son life lesson here. So basically, what the friend zone is exactly where Alex Bregman is. Alex Bregman to the Cubs is in the friend zone, is what I call it, and that's when you start dating, when you got a girl that you got a crush on, she might say, "Oh, Parker, you're really cute, but I'm still flirting around with guys like Justin Turner." That's exactly what the Cubs are doing right now. Bregman and Scott Boras, they want a long-term relationship, and the Cubs don't want that with Bregman. They want something like a 2 to 3 relationship. They're flirting around with Justin Turner. That's exactly what the friend zone is. So when you get older and you start dating and the girl puts you in the friend zone, you probably got to move on. And that move on would be like, let's just keep Matt Shaw. But
Bye bye.
Bregman,
Bye 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 bye.
so there's your lesson on the friend zone. So Bregman is in that spot right now. I would really like to see him because I just think it would make our lineup just that more potent. I just don't know if we've got enough off. If we go by the offense that we had last year, I'm kind of worried about it. But I think if we pick him up, I mean, obviously it gives, some other guys some, we're big on Matt Shaw playing third base. So we bring in Bregman. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I don't know. Matt Shaw gonna play second. Nico could get traded. I don't know. But Nico update. He's been taking some ground balls. He's been looking pretty sharp. The arm. They said the arm's feeling pretty well. And Craig Counsell actually says that he wouldn't mind seeing him take some reps at short. What do you think about that?
Shortstop. He's a little bit familiar. I know I've seen him before Dansby was there. I've seen him play shortstop before, but I don't think that's really the right move in my opinion. I would rather just keep him at second base, keep Shaw at third base. Yeah, bringing in Bregman would be nice, but also at the same time, you also want Matt Shaw to get that. And you did say Craig Counsell did say that Matt Shaw is going to get that spot in opening day, but moving on,
He's got fast track to it.
Bregman. Yeah, like I just want Matt Shaw to get a chance and just keep Nico there. And if Nico ends up saying he can't play opening day, which is probably not going to happen, but if he says he can't play and he's hurt still, then we can also if we bring in Bregman, we move Shaw to second for a little bit, and maybe we can make a trade, maybe trade Nico, whatever. But I like Nico. What about you?
I'm a big fan of Nico. I like up the middle, two Gold Gloves up the middle. I think defensively with him, Pete, that whole triangle up the middle is going to be defensively unstoppable. The only thing is, have we seen the ceiling for Nico? I don't know. With hitting wise, if we got Shaw, we had a little bit more pop at second base. But I think bringing in Bregman, like you said, if we do that, it eliminates a lot of things. It eliminates like a guy like James Trianos. You're a big fan of James Trianos, right? So you ever wonder
Mhm.
like if these guys talk about the log jam of man, am I ever going to make it? Like just like Owen Cassidy too. So I mean, obviously his spot is in the outfield, in left field or whatever. But our outfield is just stacked. So where are you going to put him? I think we talked about this on a previous show. We think he could probably place him first, and because he's a big target over there. And I think right now we don't have a lot of depth at the first base position. What do you think?
Yeah, Bush is a great player, but you also want to have subs. You also, I think that Owen Cassie should be brought up. And well, Michael Bush, you saw what he did at first base last year. He worked into it, and he's pretty good at it. So if we can do that with Owen Cassie, that would be great. And I was listening to one of the Setup Man's podcast, and he's talking with Owen Cassie, and he's saying Owen Cassie was like, "Well, I love the Cubs organization. I love playing with them." But when I was listening to that, I'm like, "Well, yeah, he likes being with the Cubs, but you also got to think about your future. Will you get that chance, or will you not? Because sometimes the Cubs make some bad decisions. Over in the past, they've made some bad decisions."
Yeah, they did trade Cody Bellinger for a bag of chips or something like that. But I mean,
I think he went to free agency, did he? Or did we
no,
trade?
who?
I don't think we trade. I thought he went to free agency.
No, they traded Cody Bellinger to the Yankees.
Oh,
So I mean, it did save us some money. We were able to pick up some bullpen, some guys like that. So, but I think I don't know. Like it's those log jams, you kind of feel for those guys that, hopefully they get their shot. But if not, I mean, man, it's good to have a problem where you have too much talent. and that's what the Cubs got right now. We got some
Yeah,
talent.
I think they're a sneaky team this year. I'm not just
We get in
saying
the
that because
playoffs.
I'm a Cubs fan. I said that last year. I thought we were going to be a sneaky team, and look what happened. So hopefully, I don't jinx them this time, and we win over 90 games
Let's go. Let's hope so. Cubs
and
in
win the division.
Japan. Yeah, that's the thing. Like Jed Hoyer did say the other day that their goal is to make the playoffs, but our goal is to win the division because that's how we get in the playoffs. Because you can't really depend on the wild card because there's some dog teams out there in the West too. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
but anyway, Cubs in Japan. The pitchers announced were Shota is going to be starting for the Cubs. The Dodgers, Yamamoto, and Roki is going to be pitched. So we got 2 games over there. I mean, obviously, we got some games with some of the other Japan teams over there. But do you think, since we got to come back and play some spring training games, do we do a platoon of a couple different pitchers? Do we go like Shota for 3 or 4? Do we go Steele for the 3 and then close it down and then come back with Tyon and after that, how do you think of that? How do you think that's going to happen with Boyd? Maybe throw Boyd in there too. So, what do you think? You think we chop up the 2 games, and try to bust their heads? Do you think that's what we need to do?
I mean, I think that just me thinking about that right now, I think that's actually a good decision. The Dodgers, obviously, they can hit, they can do everything right now. Right now, they're going to be probably the best hitting baseball team in the league. But you also got to think if you're putting in different pitchers now, like every 3 innings or 4 innings, they're going to start to fall off track, and they're gonna. It's kind of harder to hit a different pitcher every time, and I think sometimes when we're late in the game and our pitcher has gave it up like 1 to 2 runs are already in that inning or in 2 innings, and you got like someone like Shohei in, bring in a dang lefty. It's harder. It's harder to hit lefty. That's one thing that the Cubs should probably do. And then I think Steely is the other one that's getting the start in the Japan, right?
Yeah, they
I think
haven't
that's
announced they haven't announced the second
yeah,
game
yeah.
yet, but
No, they did. I was watching the marquee. They were saying that Steele was getting that other spot. I'm pretty sure, but
so
it
then
might
you
have been
mix
for opening
in.
day.
Then maybe the opening day is going to be a Shota, and then I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
in those 2 games, maybe go lefty, come back with a righty. Second game, lefty, righty, or what, vice versa. Especially
yeah.
if I don't know if Ben Brown will get that other spot or not, but I would like to see that. But I'm definitely excited about this. We're definitely going to be really familiar with the Dodgers because then we come back in April and we play the Dodgers in Wrigley. So if we can just bust their melons early in the season, not have to worry about playing them late when it comes down to crunch time, I like our odds. I like our chances. So
Yeah,
we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I'd really like to see Ben Brown get that 5th spot.
yeah. Me too. I like
So what's the bobblehead of the day?
the bobblehead of the day is your favorite player of all time, the one and only Rhino, Ryan Sandberg. I
Dog,
actually, I
Hall
actually do
of
have
Famer.
his jersey on. I actually do have his jersey on.
Check it out. There it is. Berg, bud. Berg. The greatest player of all time. Yeah, I said it. I might be a little bit biased. But anyway, we want to thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Boys and Ivy. We'll try to bring you podcasts of 20 to 30 minutes each time. If you guys would help us out, like and subscribe. Check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Comment in the section below on anything you want to talk about, and we'll try to get them on here on the show. But we want to thank you for tuning in today. And Parker, break us down, bud. Go Cubs, go.
This is Boys and Ivy, and we're out.
Go Cubs.